Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 10-minute energizing full body flow. So you won't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay, so let's begin by bringing ourselves onto all fours in the center of our mat, onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. And go ahead and just find a gentle little sway side to side with your hips. So not jumping into any big movements straight away, especially if we are practicing in the morning. We want to give ourselves a little bit of time and a little bit of space to just gently open up. So we can keep this quite small, quite slow. And maybe as we start to feel the body opening up, we might start to send the bum back towards the heels and take the body into some big circles. So just sending the weight back towards the heels and then forward and over the wrists. Welcoming in this gentle movement. Again, keeping it slow or taking it a little bit faster, it's up to you. And then at some point switching directions and taking a few big circles in the other way. And then eventually we'll find ourselves coming back into our tabletop, so back onto hands and knees. We're going to spread the fingers wide, we're going to tuck the toes under so that we have a little bit of activation through our feet, and we start to feel a nice stretch through the soles. Nice. As we inhale, we're going to look forward, drop the belly, point the tailbone up. As we exhale, chin to chest and round the back. Inhale, we can roll forwards. Exhale, take it under, cat and cow. Let's take one more full round of breath here, an inhale and an exhale. And then meet me back in center in your tabletop. Go ahead and untuck the toes, engage through the core, and start to lift the left leg back and away. And we want to almost imagine that someone is behind us pulling our leg long. We think about stretching and lengthening through that left leg as much as we can. Find that center, find your balance. And when we feel balanced, we might reach the right fingertips forwards. Hold it here, feel that little rush of energy through the body. As we inhale, we're going to lift the arm and the leg up, look forwards. As we exhale, tap the fingers and the toes to the mat. So inhale to lift, exhale we lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Take a few breaths here. Keep that core switched on. Keep the breath flowing. And then the next time that we're lifted, we're going to stop and hold. We might start to reach that right arm back towards the back of the mat. We might bend the opposite knee, see if we can take hold of that foot, look forward, roll the shoulders back, take one breath here. And then release everything back. Keep the leg lifted, drop the hand to the floor. And then start to bring that left foot up and in between your hands. We can walk the right knee back a little bit, finding your low lunge and maybe taking a little sway with the hips from side to side. And if this feels uncomfortable with the hands on the floor, we can lift the upper body onto the knees. But eventually we come back to center, back to stillness. Keep the right hand planted on the floor, and as we inhale, we take a twist, we reach the left hand high. Stacking the shoulders, pressing the hips forwards. We might stay in stillness here, or we might start to reach that arm back towards the back of the mat as we inhale, exhale to reach forwards. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Take a few breaths here. Keep stretching that left arm long. And then eventually we bring that left hand all the way back to the mat. We're going to tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee off the floor, and step back into your full high plank. Hold it here. Breathing deep. Core is engaged, palms of the hands pressing into the floor. As we inhale, we're going to roll forwards. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dogs. Lift the hips, send them back. Maybe we find a little bit of movement here in our downward dog. Maybe pedal out the feet a few times. And then come back to stillness. Maybe give the head a little shake to release any tension from your neck. And then come back to stillness. Take one more breath. And then slowly lower the knees back to the floor. We can keep the toes tucked under and take a few more of our little cat cows. So inhale, look forward, drop the belly. Exhale, chin to chest, round it under. Inhale forwards, exhale back. And then eventually meet me back in center, nice neutral spine. We can untuck the toes, engaging the core as we start to lift the right leg back and away. Stretch through that right leg as much as you can. Imagine someone behind you pulling your leg long, inviting that stretch, squeezing the glute muscles to lift the leg a little bit higher. And when we feel steady and balanced, we can reach the left fingertips forwards. Find your center. As we inhale, we lift the arm and the leg, look forwards. Exhale to tap. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, tap it down. Every inhale, we lift. Exhale to lower. Take a few more breaths here. Keep this movement slow and controlled. Using the muscles in our upper back and in our glutes to lift that arm and that leg. And then the next time that we're lifted, we might hold. We might reach that arm back to the back of your mat. We might bend the right knee, take hold of that foot and gaze forwards. Take your full breath here. And then release. Keep that leg lifted as we lower the left hand to the mat. And then bring that right leg up and in between your hands, finding your low lunge. Taking that little sway with the hips. Side to side. Either keeping the hands onto the mat or maybe bringing them up onto the knee. Coming back to your breath. And then eventually back into stillness. Plant the left hand and inhale to reach the right hand up to the sky. Stacking the shoulders, keeping the chest open. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the hand. And then we may stay in stillness, or we might inhale to reach that hand back to the back of the mat. Exhale, sweep the arm forwards. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Just a few more breaths here. Nice, and then the next time that arm swings forwards, we're going to bring it all the way down to the mat. We're going to tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, step your right foot back into your plank. Let's chaturanga here. Inhale forwards, exhale lower. Inhale upward dog. Exhale, come back to child's. So send your knees wide, toes together, forehead to the mat. Just returning your focus back to the breath. Beginning to slow the breath down so that we can also start to slow down our heart rate. Taking this moment of stillness to connect to yourself, connect to your breath. And then when you're ready to release, nice and slowly coming all the way back up into a seated position on your mat. And as we inhale, we take the hands up to the sky, draw the palms together, and exhale your hands to yourself, to your heart space. And namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you're feeling good, and if you like this video, please give it a like or let me know in the comments. And if you would like to see more like this, please subscribe. And whatever you are doing, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste.